Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 20 of Crusader Kings 2. We are still hanging on, waiting, so that one day we might eventually, at some point, get this flipping claim on a county so that we can go and take it for ourselves. We're trying to just find ways to get a little bit larger and make it easier to try and get some power against our liege. We could also try and take more of these counties. I mean, we do actually own this province here already. Looks like we're getting out the old game board again, but I think all of these are owned by, yeah, the Duke of Lombardy, which is actually our king, I believe. Yeah, you're the Duke of Lombardy and the Duke of Pavia, which is a bit problematic. So we'll just have to wait, take a few more things. I mean, we could probably beat him in a straight-up fight, if I'm honest. He does have more men, though, that said. Did we actually increase our retinue cap any? No, we didn't. And we found the great white stag again. Let's once more see if we can find it. He still keeps, despite last time we had a fight, he still keeps inviting us out. Our courtier might fancy me. You are Avar. You are Catholic. You're deceitful. You're a known adulteress. You're arbitrary and zealous. You don't have any real desirable traits. Not appropriate. We'll gain the piety. Oh, we're fighting again. He started speaking to you calmly, explaining that there was no need to be upset. You considered for a moment and then realised he was right. You ended up sitting down to eat and drink together. Fantastic. He actually calmed us down out of it. There's a lot of something going around here. What is going around here? Carousing is over. We have ourselves some camp fever. Fantastic. Bit of smallpox. We've got a little bit of tuberculosis going around there. Bit of slow fever. Mediterranean really is a boiling pot of disease. Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come upon a small cottage in the wilds. As you knock, a beautiful young woman opens. She pauses and gives you a warm, inviting look and says, "It's very lonely out here. I wonder if you will stay the night." Now, I think we're already lustful anyway. No, we were. I really shouldn't. So we could become chaste. Or we could become lustful. Gives us more diplomacy. Let's go for the lustful. The next morning you awake with a warm body next to you. You spent a long, pleasant night in the cabin, but it's time to go back to the world outside. Your companion looks you in the eyes and caresses you and asks you to stay a little longer. So we can get this random courtier named Lavinia. Well, we can go ahead and have a look and see who she is. And she's our lover. We can always get rid of her later on. She's lustful. She's a quick and attractive. Interesting. Could keep her around. Good way of getting some quick, attractive children. Of course, we could become an adulterer now, but that's fine. Got to mix it up a little, haven't you? Come on, will you hurry up and get that claim? Anna has been beset by strange rashes and episodes of delirium over the last few weeks. I've just been informed that her affection is indeed camp fever. Well, at least she's not possessed. You don't have the curse of Githian, where any character named after you, like, dies within seconds. So that's good. Skillfully treated by my physician is like one of the best physicians I've had since I got the Reaper's Due DLC. Normally, every time I have a physician, he just tries to murder me in my sleep. Or sometimes just drug me and murder me. As he's growing older, I can see that Andy Cuthbert could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Andy. So we could give him diligent, and I can become stressed. I don't really want to become stressed, because you lose 1 health, and I've already still got that rash. We could make the move at the right time. He becomes patient, and we get out of patience, but that's only for 5 years. Or he must learn on his own. Let's go ahead and do this one, because I just want to take the temporary modifier, as opposed to lowering my health. Of course, that does put me over the domain limit, because it's my stewardship has just tanked. This is a different random daughter. Because we have many random daughters. Also skillfully treated by my physician. What's going on here? What are you trying to do? Obviously, you were involved in some sort of plot. Seeks to kill Oslem. Who is Oslem? Your wife. You're trying to kill your wife off. That's very nice of you. Well, we could have arrested him, but yeah, our domain is too big now. But I don't really want to give anything away at this point. I mean, we could do. We could give one away until we get the stewardship back and then revoke one of the other places that we want. So that's certainly a problem. See, everybody seems to be getting this, like, camp fever now. Would like to invite me to... Yeah, so we're going off getting drunk again. Still doing good with the old levy reinforcements. So I could give away one of these provinces and then, like, revoke Florence from you. Because you're a bit of a douche, let's be honest, and you dislike me. And it might be a chance to go to war. Now, how long are we going to have this negative modifier for now? Out of patience, 69. So that's 5 years. It's quite some time. Because, yeah, our stewardship is really not looking healthy at the moment. So, yeah, I'm tempted to just give away, like, this one over here. This is Padova. Padova's actually county capital. Yeah, Padova doesn't really earn me an awful lot. So, let's go ahead. And we will invite a noble to court. And we've got this guy. He is Italian Catholic. He's got good stewardship. So you are going to be the Count of... what is that capital even called? Padua. You are going to be the Count of Padua. There we go. So we're no longer over our domain limit. Then when our stewardship comes back up, we'll revoke Florence and we'll have 2 of the provinces in our secondary duchy then. Because that's what we ideally want to do. We want to control all 3 of the provinces. Obviously, one of them is controlled by our nephew and heir, so we probably don't want to revoke that one. But then when we die, he will inherit all of ours, and he should have them both, which is good. How is our liege doing? You have a lot of men there. Army levies from domain, from... See, most of his levies are vassal... See, his domain limit. He's got 771 men from his domain. And 3,787 from his vassals. He's also got some retinue, and he's got mercenaries as well. When you consider that if I was to declare independence, a good chunk of his vassal levies is actually probably going to come from me. In fact, if we click on the realm tree here, we can actually see that total liege of top levy is 8,000. Total liege from me is 4,000. So, literally, I'm providing him with half of his troops. Half of his army comes from my levy. The infection's gone away. Fantastic. Let's actually put our stewardship up now. At the age of 18, our lover died in childbirth. Well, that's unfortunate. Or is it? Because did you gain any of our traits? So you're a bastard, you're sickly, you've got fatigue, good symptom treatment, but you didn't gain any traits. We are your educator, oddly enough. Now, as you don't have any particular traits, you didn't gain attractive and you didn't gain quick. I probably won't legitimize you. I'm not certain that we'll get the option to do it anyway, but there is really no point. I think because the mother died, because it's normally the mother that comes and asks you to legitimize it. But because the mother's died, there's no one to say whose child it is, so I probably won't get the option. But yeah, because it doesn't actually have... I guess we probably would have the option to do it manually, I guess. Because you are technically my child. Why don't you show in the list there? Relations. Rivals, friends. I have a rival. My cousin. Yeah, you don't actually show as my child, which is odd. And of course my lover's gone now. We are educating you though. At least we're supposed to be. Well, you'll be in my court somewhere. Yeah, you're there. So, if I wanted to... You've got a rash as well and a fever. You're probably going to die. No, there's no option to legitimize. I thought there would have been. Not something that I normally try to do. It's normally something you kind of get forced upon you. Recruit court physician? No, what happened? What happened to our physician? Where did he go? Guess we have to try and get a new one. But the last one was really good. Why do I have to get a new one? There reportedly lives a Germanic mystic not far from our borders. Even though he is a heathen, the locals respect him and turn to him in times of need. Rumours say that the mystic, named Sven, is able to call healing spirits into bodies of his patients. He would be willing to take residence for a small fee. He actually quite likes us. He's zealous, he is content and greedy. He doesn't have an awful lot of learning though, so I think he's going to vanish without a trace. Can we actually get more retinue cap? I want more retinue cap. Let me build... What is it I need to build? It's the training grounds, isn't it? Yeah, retinue size. But it has castle walls too. Which we can't get yet because we don't have the appropriate tech. Because we need improved keeps. Never been a shortage of troops. Fantastic. And I guess we can't get the one over here in Ferrara either. Pray to God he will recover. That's Glenn. Can't get castle walls 2 here either. Castle shipyard. Well, let's go ahead and just get some militia training grounds then. I mean, we've got plenty of money. We might as well be spending it to do something. Saddle my horse. You know we're not going to find that thing, right? It's never going to happen. Heavy infantry. Heavy infantry is always good. Lost our steward. Don't know why. Could go for castle fortifications. Let's go for the barracks. So, we lost our steward. Let's get another one. You've got excellent stewardship, my friend. You are secluded at the moment, which is not good, but you will be a good steward. So, we'll go ahead and take that. Don't need to worry about these vassal inheritance warnings. My son is a skilled tactician. That is Andy. We have an unlanded son now. So, we need to start giving some land away to sons. Following sons do not hold any land. We fulfilled the ambition to groom an heir. I'd give you land if we actually managed to take a get a claim on something every now and then. So, new ambition. Become the king of Lombardy, acquire a title, or gain land for an unlanded son. We will do that. What we can actually do... You don't like us, though, so you probably wouldn't say yes, because we could go to him and go... there should be an option, actually, to request land for a son. Young Anna seems to have a natural charm and a way with words. We can beat it out of her, which gives her a chance of becoming cruel. Or she can lose playful and become gregarious. Well, gregarious is an excellent trait. Of course we want her to be gregarious. If we go and find her now, she is there. Yeah, gregarious is absolutely fine. As he's growing older, Carsten could use some guidance. So he could become ambitious and we'd become rivals. Or he could become diligent and I'll become stressed. He's actually a homosexual. He's a shrewd, brooding, timid homosexual steward. Who is also a twin. Do we want him to become ambitious? Do we want to be rivaled with our own son? He must learn on his own. And Anna as well. Is this the same sort of thing? She can become ambitious. No, she can learn on her own as well. She's also cynical. So, again, we're going after that stupid stag. This is the legitimised bastard, so I'm not too bothered about you. There must have been a reason why I legitimised him. It's because he's a genius. There we go. Just so we've got the option there. And the thing is, even though we don't necessarily want to make him a ruler, he is part of our dynasty. Which means if he has any children, they will be part of our dynasty, and they will have a chance of gaining the genius trait. So that's normally the option where you get to become the hunter. Of course, we're already a hunter, so we don't get to choose that option again. He seems to be developing rather devious and manipulative streak. Beat it out of him, or he can lose playful and become deceitful. We'll beat it out of him. I'd rather not have a deceitful, legitimised bastard. Just in case he decides he's going to try and fabricate any claims. Threats. There are a couple of threats. None that I'm particularly bothered about. That Count of Florence, he's definitely going to have to go at some point. We've lost our chaplain. child lacks an education focus. You don't have anything in particular, so let's just go for etiquette. We need to get ourselves a new chaplain. Let's go ahead and grab you. You're not one of the best chaplains we've ever had, but off to Rome you go. Now, what I'm half tempted to do at the moment is to take this off this guy and keep it for myself, and then give one of these bits of land... Well, actually, I'm below the vassal limit anyway. Or so below the holding limit. Because this guy is getting a bit out of hand. What we could do... This is not something I do very often. We could take our spy master to... vicious rumour spread, corruption uncovered. It's this one that we want. Vassals discouraged from joining factions, plot uncovered. We'll move our spy master there, and hopefully she might be able to find a reason for us to arrest him. And if we can arrest him, we can revoke his land freely, because he'll be a traitor, without upsetting all of the other vassals. So we just need to get a claim at some point, so we can actually give some land to our son. You've still got this 15% chance yearly, but it has taken years. Do I have the claim and I've somehow missed that I have it? Do I already have the claim? Apparently, all this time... County of Treviso. Well, that's not the County of Treviso. Where's Treviso? This is Aberno. Apparently I'm missing something. My geography is terrible. There's Treviso. So I could go ahead and take that from you. Sure. Okay. Let's go and do that then. We'll declare a war on you for Treviso. So let's send demand. Let's go ahead and raise the levies. We don't have nearly as many men as we used to somehow. We've lost a few. Let's go ahead and get some men together over here. You're going to try and come in from this direction. You might catch a few small stacks there if we're not lucky. We lose the trait Zealous. That's unfortunate. Oh, we did lose a little stack there. So you're going to kind of retreat. But good luck dealing with this group. So again, we seem to be wildly short of commanders, which is fairly standard. Andy, you are a relatively brilliant fighter, so you can get in there. You've got some combat modifiers, and you are pretty terrible. You're alright as well. So let's go ahead and make sure that is all grouped up. We've got this stack down here, which I'm a little concerned about. I'll try and move them around the outskirts if we can. But this army, you are going to get better commanders in charge. And we will go and jump on a few of these stacks if we can. I prefer to be on a slightly less weird-looking map mode. So let's get you down here, because those guys are trying to put all of their forces together. Which is fine. We can catch them. And you've all moved in there into one group, haven't you? No, you've gone over there. That's fine. Right, let's get all this army together now. So you go ahead and get yourself over there. You are trying to siege down a hold. Well, you're not sieging down a holding. We'll just jump in and give you a kicking while you're there. You're all in one spot. So we've already got 39% on this anyway. You've actually just ran straight into the little army, but that's alright. So let's get you all together. Let's group up. Now, we want to siege Treviso, because Treviso is actually the sort of goal of the war. But at the same time, we do want to make sure we keep this army sort of under the thumb. Carsten is a fortune builder. Very good. Anna is a charismatic negotiator. Walchis is... nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge and elusive shadow. Got to be slightly careful when your kids are so devious. Now, this army is getting really short of men, which means it's very, very difficult for him to siege things out. Difficult, but not impossible. So we'll continue to sort of ping-pong it around for a little bit. Mission to Rome has been a success. We have caught a random mayor. What have we got going on here? We've got a child lacks an education focus. This is Glenn. You don't have any particular traits, so let's try and give you a martial focus. Is it just the one son? Oh no, we've got 3 sons now that all want land. This is going to get messy, isn't it? So you lose prestige for not having landed sons, I think it is. Landless sons, yeah. So we're losing 1.2 prestige per month. But, I mean, that's less than we're gaining. So it's not too bad. We go kill that army off again. So we're at 75%. We do have a prisoner. Are we getting any war score from that prisoner? War score from battles. Battle. Yeah, you're not giving us any war score. So we can go ahead and ransom you off. For 25 gold, that's fine. We are in a war, Mr. Pope Man. You like me a fair bit. We can't request money, though. Because he doesn't have enough. The Pope is broke. That's unusual. Yeah, we lost like 2% war score for that. It's absolutely fine. I know we're a little bit over the 20-minute mark. But this is the last video I'm going to be recording of this session. So I'd kind of like to get the war finished. Just so that I can remember what I'm doing. And then I'll grant this bit of land to one of my sons. Educate child. You would like the Princess of Lombardy to educate Glenn. Sure, I'll let you do that one. That'll actually increase your opinion. So his opinion now will go up slightly. At least it should do. No, it goes down if I refuse. You want to educate my daughter. Yep, fine. We'll accept that one. To the brilliant Huntsmaster Duke, I write for your permission to give my ward, Glenn, a proper Catholic Lombard upbringing. I don't mind him being the wrong culture, because he'll still be the right religion. And he's not like he's our direct heir. And again, what's this one? Yep, Lombard Catholic, I don't mind. Alamano says his favourite toy is missing. Who is this guy? He's a random courtier. Why do I care? Who's this random child in my court? I don't care if he becomes fussy. Who are you? Why can't I get you to leave my court? Why are you just this random child in my court? Your marshal has come with a suggestion that Carsten would make an excellent commander. Sure, not a problem. 85%. We might as well siege down the rest of it. They don't have enough men here to actually get anything done. No important decision available. We can once again try and recruit a physician. We can ask our liege for land. Why can't we do that yet? Is it because we're currently in a war? Your rangers reports of a suspected witch. She's a mystic. She's slow. She's envious, ambitious, slothful, and gregarious. Only has a learning of 12. Yeah. Gain an infection. There's a little bit. No, we'll find another one. We'll get. I like that they change their hat when they get killed. What was it I was going to check? Oh yeah, why can't I ask my liege for land? It's not there. It is there. None of the following must be true. We're not a prisoner. We're not in a revolt. We're not incapable. We're not hiding in seclusion. Liege, one of the following must be true. Liege has a regent, is in a revolt, so that's fine. We should be able to do it then. We'll see what happens. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial forces. So that's you, and you are Craven. So if we threaten you, you'll probably drop out. If he doesn't, yeah, he's now dropped out of that faction. But if we get the option to arrest him at some point, we will. Random daughter, who is a genius, but is brooding, fussy, and haughty. Kind of one up, one down for that, but we'll try and give you some stewardship education. I still want to get this this finished, this war, but at the same time, I'm trying to remember what else I'm doing. Right, we've got 100% here, so let's go ahead and end this war. No, that's not what I want to do. Let's go and offer peace, enforce our demands. So we have usurped the title. And what have we got here? That's gone away, whatever it was. So let's go ahead and drop the armies. And we'll give this to one of our sons. So our oldest son is going to be... Is it Andy? Yeah, so it's Andy. So you are going to be the Count of Treviso. There we go. One fewer unlanded sons to worry about. We've fulfilled our ambition. So we can either acquire a title, gain any title from Liege. Let's become the King of Lombardy. It'd be nice if we could go ahead and do that. That is going to be our ambition. Vassal inheritance warning. Still none that we have to worry about. So can we go and ask you for a title now? No, we cannot do that. But at some point we are going to have to try and become independent. You've still got 6,000 men, which worries me greatly. Can we get a retinue? Our retinue cap's actually gone down slightly because obviously we've lost a holding or two. I still really want to take this from this guy because I can have another holding. And I really don't like this guy. Would drop some vassal opinion, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. He might revolt. No, he's actually giving it up freely. Fantastic. So now I actually control another province within my own, within one of my own primary duchies. So we could go ahead and get something here. Go ahead and get a keep, I suppose. Spend a little bit of money. Hopefully that's not made my vassals dislike me too much. So lose a little bit of vassal opinion. But overall, it is not too bad. We'll just quickly check to see if there are any threats. You are a potential threat, but not a really big one. There's no known plots. We can turn the plots off for a while, I suppose, the auto-stop plots. And I think that is a good point to end the video. We accomplished something there. We still didn't actually get the title we wanted. We might as well, while I remember, go ahead and... where else would we like to try and grab something from? We could try and grab Parma here. What about you? Yeah, we could do with that province. You are owned by you, though. So we've got a truce with her. So what we've got to be careful of here is, what's the point in fabricating a claim here? We can't declare a war. But if we could go ahead and grab one of these random counts, but you are under the Duchy of Lombardy, which is owned by the king. So maybe we just go straight for Parma there. We'll see if we can do that. Let's go ahead and move you. It still has a 14.99% chance to screw up. But we'll move you there. I'll just unpause and let the game tick a day or two just to make sure that locks in before I save. And that's where we will end. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.